Okay, welcome to day 2, applying Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so to start with, just a quick review. We have 3 types of triangles that really aren't going to concern us too much. We have the equilateral triangle, that's all 3 sides equal, and all angles are equal, so they're 60 degrees each. An isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides, and 2 angles opposite the equal sides are equal. So what that means is these 2 sides are equal. That means opposite those sides, these 2 angles are equal. Okay? And then lastly, we have a scalene triangle. And that's no sides are equal and no angles are equal. Now, one triangle we really care about right now is a right angle triangle. Okay, that's one that makes a 90-degree angle. Okay, so we kind of made a little makeshift 90-degree by drawing a line down the middle of this triangle. Okay, so we're basically going to manipulate Pythagoras to solve, instead of solving for the hypotenuse, we're going to solve for a different side, the A or the B, really. So we're going to use B squared equals C squared minus A squared, or A squared equals C squared minus B squared. Doesn't really matter. Okay? So on here, we're going to say that the B is the H, the height. That's what we're looking for. C is the 22, and A is 11. Okay? So H squared equals 22 squared minus 11 squared. So we put that into our calculator. We get 484 minus 121. And we get that H squared is 363. Now we're not trying to solve for the height squared. We're trying to solve for the height. So I have to get rid of that squared somehow. And to do that, I'm just going to take the square root of both sides. And that gets rid of their square. So then we get that H equals the square root of 363, which equals 19.05. Okay, so this question also asks us to find the missing length x. So this is the length here they're talking about. We don't know what that is, but we did just solve this length is 19.1, we'll say, or 19.05. And so again, we can use the b squared equals c squared minus a squared. So you should identify that opposite your 90-degree angle here is your hypotenuse, the longest side. So 25 squared minus the 19.05 we have for our height. And then we square them both. We get 625 minus 362.9. We square root both sides to get rid of the x squared because I just want x. And I get 16.19. So that's our x. Okay, so for this example, it's your turn. I want you to give this a try. So here we have another triangle. We're going to try to find the missing height h. So we're going to make this h. And we want to know our missing length y. So just pause this, give it a try, and see if you get the same answers as me. Okay, so you should have got that h equals 23.56. So pause this if you didn't and look through what I did. And you should have that y equals 34.77. So please ask me if you didn't get these numbers, and we can go over it together. Okay, so this is a typical word problem. So we have a ladder leaning against a shed, touching the shed at a height of 9 feet. So I'm going to start with my diagram. So we're 9 feet up the wall, and the ladder is on its side. Okay, I apologize for my not straight lines. Okay, and it says that if the base of the ladder is 4 feet from the shed, how long is the ladder? So this is our ladder, so this is what we're going to find here. Now, that is opposite the right angle, that's the hypotenuse. So the ladder is the hypotenuse, okay? LA, just trust me, just write in ladder here. ladder. Okay, so choose your formula. So that should be your a squared, or sorry, your c squared equals a squared plus b squared. And you have to insert the sides you know. So our sides that we know are 4 squared and 9 squared. We're going to square them, and we get 16 plus 81. And then we're going to add or subtract, but we're just adding because we're looking for hypotenuse. So we add to get 97. So that equals c squared. And I don't want to know what a ladder squared is. I want to know what the ladder length is, which is just c. So I have to square root both sides. So I get the square root of 97. And so c is 9.85 feet. Now it says answer in a sentence. It's painful to draw here. So you would just say the ladder is 9.85 feet long. Okay, so now you're just going to do the assignment for day 2 and then complete quiz 7.2. So please ask if you're having any questions on this.